Good morning, students. This is KG Misra. Again, I have come with the next part of the video for class 12th on chapter electric potential and capacitance. Before talking about this chapter and the topic which we are going to deal with, um, I would like to know that how are you? What? Okay, you're fine. Very nice. Just be fine and take care of your family members also. Okay, because really this is a very hard time. The same time, just keep on studying. Okay, because I know very well my children are the winners. Okay, they are going to win this battle as well as they are going to prove their mettle in their studies also. Okay, children. So today's topic is, see, we have studied about the parallel plate capacitor. Okay, and we have got the expression for a parallel plate capacitor, capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor, that is C is equals to epsilon naught A by D, where epsilon naught is the permittivity of free space. Okay, when free space is there between the plates, A is the area of the plates. Why I'm indicating like this? Because plates are kept like this. So this area, both have got same area. Okay, area of the plates, and D is the separation between the plates. Okay, now see, our topic, today's topic is capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor with dielectric slab between the plates. Okay, now we are going to place dielectric slab. I think we have discussed in the last video what is dielectric slab. It is non-conducting substance or insulator. Okay, you can see the diagram, refer to the diagram. Two plates are there, one is positively charged, another is negatively charged. Okay, and you can see at the bottom both has got area A, and at the top you can see both the plates are separated by a distance small d. Okay, now you can see there is a dielectric slab of thickness T is placed inside the between the plates. Okay, in the region between the plates. Now what is the area of this slab? Obviously this slab also has got the area A. Okay, slab is like this, something, okay, thick one. Okay, so this is the area, this is the area. Okay, and this is thickness. Okay, so thickness is how much? T. Okay, now if the electric field outside, that is in free space region, is E naught, so obviously electric field inside will be lesser than that. Already we have discussed, it will be E naught minus EP, that is electric field due to polarization of that dielectric. Okay, and finally what we get, E is equals to E naught by K, where K is the dielectric constant of this slab. Okay, okay, now just start writing. Once you have written the heading, draw the diagram, and after diagram let us start writing. Ready? Okay, let us consider a capacitor of plate area capital A and separation between the plates is D, comma, such that when there is free space, between the plates, then its capacitance is C naught. Therefore, what we can write now? See, area is A, separation is D, and capacitance is C naught. So we know very well C naught will be how much? It is epsilon naught A by D. Okay. That will be capacitance of the capacitor. C naught is equals to epsilon naught A by D. Okay. Let us mark this equation number 1. Okay. Written? Okay. Now after this you will write, let us place a dielectric slab of dielectric constant capital K and thickness small t. Okay, you can see from the diagram, thickness is small t. Okay, full stop. Therefore the electric field in the free space region is E naught, whereas region inside the dielectric slab, is E. Full stop. Therefore electric potential difference between two plates of capacitor is, what will be the potential difference? You know very well, V is equals to E into the separation between the plates, but here E is not same throughout. Okay, so E naught is there till how much distance? Obviously, first let us write about E. Okay, E is there till how much distance? It is till distance T. Okay, see, till width T it is there only. So we can write E into T plus E naught into, it is D minus T. That is the total potential difference. This is contributed due to the potential difference inside, due to that inside the slab, and this is due to outside the slab. Okay, but what we know, E is equals to E naught by K. Okay, now we can put this value over here. So if we put this value, what we will get? For that I need to rub this. Okay, so the expression of potential difference we get this much. Okay, now from here we can we take E naught common? Okay, so we are going to take E naught common. What we will get? Let's see. We are going to get from here, it is T by K, rather it is capital K, plus D and minus T. That's what we are going to get. Okay, so this is the potential difference. But still, what is the value of E naught? That we very well know. E naught is, what is the electric field between the plates of a capacitor when there is a free space between the plates? It is sigma by epsilon naught. That we know very well. Okay, now this value we need to put here. But before that, what we can write? What is sigma? Sigma is charge upon area of the plate. Okay, into epsilon naught. Can we write this? Okay, now we have to put this value over here. Okay, here we also write but. Okay, but E naught is this much, so we should keep this value in this expression of potential difference. So what we'll get? V is equals to Q by A into epsilon naught. Okay, T by K plus D minus T. That's what we are having. Let us mark this equation number 1. We have got the expression for potential. Okay, now we have to find out the capacitance. Okay, so just do this much. Done. Okay, now I'm going to rub this. I'll just leave this equation 1. Okay, for you. After this, what you have to write? Start writing. According to definition of capacitance, C is equals to Q upon V. That you know very well. C is equals to Q upon V. Okay. Now, V we have to take from here. This is our equation number 2. Written. Now you write from equations 1 and 2. From equations 1 and 2. Written. Okay, very well. So now we are going to substitute this value of V here. So what will get? You've written already from equations 1 and 2. Okay, very well. C is equals to Q upon V is how much? It is Q upon A epsilon naught. Okay, then it is T by K plus D minus T. That is there. Okay. So what we can have? This A and epsilon naught will go up and this Q will cancel out. So what we'll get? We will get C is equals to A epsilon naught upon T by capital K plus D minus T. This is the expression for capacitance of this capacitor. Okay. Now, what we want from here? If suppose you want to convert in, you want to write in terms of C naught, then how to write it? First note it down, then I will tell you. Okay. So we got this. Okay. Now the thickness of slab was how much? It was T. Now suppose we are going to fill this whole gap, okay, between the plates with a dielectric slab of thickness D. Okay, separation between the plates is D, as well as thickness of the plate dielectric slab is also D. Then what will happen? Let's see. We can place here at the place of T, we can write D. Okay, so it is special case. Special case when T is equals to D. Then let's see what we are going to get. We will get C is equals to A epsilon naught upon, it is D upon K, here plus D, here minus D. So what happened? This D and this D is gone. We are having only D by K. So what we can write further? This K will go up and D will remain down. Okay. So A epsilon naught K by D. That's what we get. So I can write it here. I can remove this. I can write here. C is equals to A epsilon naught K by D. Okay. This is the final expression we are getting. Just note it down. Can we write in terms of C naught? Yes. When there was air between the plates of a capacitor, then what was the expression for capacitance? It was A epsilon naught by D. So can we write it? It is K into C naught. Okay. So that means when a dielectric slab is entered into between the plates of a capacitor, parallel plate capacitor, then what happens? Its capacitance increases. Okay. What you find? Its capacitance increases. Okay. Very nice. Really? Understood? Very good. So that's all about this capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor when you are placing a dielectric slab, okay, of any thickness. For any thickness you can use the T1, okay, and if it is completely filled, then you can use this one. Okay. Now the next which we are going to study, the next heading is that we are not putting dielectric slab, but we are putting conducting slab. Okay. So here instead of dielectric I will write here conducting. C-O-N-D-U-C-T-I-N-G, conducting. Okay. So we are going to put conducting slab between the plates. Okay. Now again we are not going to put that conducting slab of full thickness. Okay. See, this is a positively charged plate of capacitor and this is the negatively charged plate of the capacitor. Okay, let this is not state one. Okay, Let me see it. Okay. And now between the plates we have got a slab, conducting slab of thickness T. Okay. Now area of the plates is A. Area of this slab is also A. Okay. Separation between the plates is how much? It is D as usual. Okay. Electric field here in free space is E naught. Okay. What about the electric field inside this? It is 0. Because we know that electric field inside a conductor is 0. Okay. Now we want to find out the capacitance of this capacitor. Okay. So for that we have to find out the potential. Okay. So I'm going to rub this. I hope you have understood the diagram. Now we have to write the expression for potential difference. Okay. So just draw the diagram, written the heading, write the heading and draw the diagram. Okay, done. Now we have to discuss about the potential difference. Okay, so start writing. The potential difference between the plates of the capacitor is V is equals to E naught. E naught is there till how much distance? It is D minus T. This much you have to remove from D. So D minus T. D minus T. And what is the electric field till distance D? It is 0. So 0 into T. Okay. 0 into T is how much? Obviously 0. Okay. Because 0 makes the people like itself. Okay. So what we are going to have? This one only. That is E naught. What we can write? E naught is sigma by A. Okay. A or epsilon naught? Epsilon naught. Okay. And it is D minus T. Now, what is sigma? Again, you know very well. It is sigma is Q upon A. Charge upon area. Because it is surface charge density. D minus T. So we got the expression for V. Let us mark this equation number 1. Okay. You got the expression for V. Just mark it equation number 1. Done? Okay. Now, after this you will write according to the definition of capacitance. Right? After this you write according to the definition of capacitance. Written? Oh, very nice. What will get? C is equals to Q by V. Okay. This is our equation number 2. Written? Okay. Now you write from equations 1 and 2. From equations 1 and 2. Okay. Written? Very nice. See, this value of V we have to place here. Okay. So I'm going to rub this so that we can write here clearly. C is equals to Q by A epsilon naught D minus T. That's what we are going to get. Now what will happen? This A and epsilon naught will go up and this Q will cancel out. So we are left with A epsilon naught D minus T. Okay. That's what we got. Okay. Now, so this is the expression for capacitance. But if you want to check it, that is it is increasing or decreasing with respect to when there was only air between the plates, then what? Okay, how to do that? See, for that you can just multiply and divide by D. Okay, so when we are going to multiply and divide by D, what we will get? Just check it. Can we write it? C is equals to D upon D minus T. We have multiplied D. Okay, and A epsilon naught upon D. We have divided D. We have multiplied D and we have divided D. Okay. Any problem? Just check it. Okay, written. Now see, I'm going to rub this way. Okay. What is A epsilon naught by D? It is C naught. So what we can write? C is equals to D by D minus T, okay, into C naught. Okay. Now you tell me, when we are dividing D by D, it will be 1. Okay. And when we are dividing D by a number less than it, because D minus something means less than it. Suppose you are dividing 5 by 5 or 10 by 10. How much you will get? 10 by 10 is 1. Okay, so 1. So if both are equal, then 1, then this is equal to this. But suppose you are dividing 10 by 10 minus something. Okay, suppose 10 minus 5. How much you are having? 10 by 5. 10 by 5 is how much? 2. So 2 into something is, that means twice of this is equal to this much. That means this is initial capacitance when there was only free space between the plates, and this is the capacitance when there is a conductor between the plates. So what we can say? We can say that the capacitance has gone up. Okay. So from here what we can write straight away? C is greater than C naught. Okay. We can say straight away C is greater than C naught. Okay, written? You want to write further? Okay, just note down. When a conducting slab is placed between the plates of a capacitor, comma, then its capacitance increases. Okay, increases and becomes infinite when the space between the plates is completely filled with a conducting slab. When space between the plates is completely filled with a conducting slab. You might be wondering where it is infinity. See, suppose it is the slab is not of thickness T, okay? It is of thickness D, suppose. You are going to completely fill this like this. Now this conducting slab is of thickness D. So instead of T, you can write here D. What you will get? Just check it. So a special case. What you will have? C is equals to D by D minus D into C naught. So D minus D is 0, and something by 0 is infinite. Infinity into something is infinity. So especially you can so obviously you can write here C is how much? C is infinity. Okay, got it? So in this way the capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor becomes infinite when it is completely filled with the conducting slab. Got it? Okay. See, next topic is uses of capacitors. Okay, uses of capacitors. Right, that is all of you. See, I have listed here 6 uses. First one is to produce electric field. We know very well that electric field is produced between the 2 charge plates of a capacitor. Okay, so we can use the capacitors to produce the electric field of desired strength. Okay, because if you are giving more charge, then more strong electric field will be produced between the plates. If you are giving lesser charge to the plates, then a weak electric field can be produced. Okay, so you can produce the electric field of your desired strength. Okay, using the capacitor. Okay, second is in radio circuit for tuning. Okay, actually radio circuit for the case of tuning it is used. Okay, and how it is used that you will study in class in this class only. Okay, when we are dealing with the chapter that is alternating current, AC. Okay, now the third one is that as filter for rectified current. Now what is this rectified current? you are very much well aware of this AC, because AC has got it's like it keeps on changing. Okay, its magnitude as well as direction, like sine function. Okay, sine function you know very well. Sine function is like this, no? Okay, and when we pass it through rectifier, then do you know what happens? Then it becomes like this, like this. Still, it is not state. But for DC current, it should be state, no? So we apply the capacitor as a filter, okay, which makes it almost state, okay, which makes it almost state like this. So it filters the rectified current to give out the better DC current out of it, okay, or better DC voltage out of it. Now, the fourth one is to produce rotating magnetic field in induction motors. Induction motors are there, we will discuss with that, okay. And those induction motors, what is there? Actually, rotating magnetic field is produced, and that is produced with the help of the capacitors, okay. Now, there is a circuit known as tank circuit, okay, and it is for oscillation, it is used for oscillations, okay. So, in tank circuit of oscillations, oscillators it is used, okay. Now, last one that you know very well, it is used for storage of charge and energy both, because you know it stores the charge on its plates as well as energy in the medium between its plates, okay. So it is used for these are the 6 uses of it. Got it? Okay, just note it down. Okay. See, our next topic is effects of dielectric on various parameters. Okay, effects of dielectric on various parameters. What does it mean? See, actually we have got a parallel plate capacitor. Okay, we have got a parallel plate capacitor, and that capacitor is connected to a battery. See, we are going to discuss these cases, these effects on various parameters in 2 cases. Okay, under 2 conditions. First condition is that when battery is disconnected after charging. After charging what? After charging a capacitor. Okay. You have taken a capacitor, parallel plate capacitor, whose capacitance is C0. Okay. That means when air is there between the plates, okay, or free space is there between the plates, and you charged with a battery, and then after charging you have disconnected it. Okay. Now, capacitance of the capacitor is C0. Potential difference developed between the plates is V0. So charge on the plates is given by Q0 is equals to C0 V0. Okay. Now, electric field, we know that electric field is given by V by D. So let this electric field E0 and this potential as V0. So what we can write? V0 is equals to E0 into D. Clear? Now, what is the energy stored in the in the capacitor? It is half CV square. We know very well. C is C0, V is V0, so half C0 V0 square. Let it be U0. Why we are taking U0? Because there is a no dielectric slab between the plates. Okay. Now, as soon as we enter the dielectric slab between the plates, okay, what happens to the first thing is charge. Will the charge change? Yes. How? No. Why? See, my dear children, from where these plates of the capacitor gets the charge? Obviously, it comes from the battery. So, when battery is disconnected, will they get the charge from somewhere? No. Will they be able to lose charge to somebody? Not at all. So, they are neither going to gain the charge nor lose the charge. So, charge will remain constant. Okay. So, you write first thing about this. I think you have noted these things. First thing you write, the charge remains constant, and that is how much? That is Q0. Charge remains constant, and that is Q0. Okay, written. Now next is electric field. What about electric field? We know very well
Electric field, net electric field inside it is how much? It is E naught by K, where K is the dielectric constant of the dielectric slab. Okay. So electric field will become how much? E naught by K. That means electric field will decrease. Okay. Electric field will decrease because K is always more than 1. Written? Electric field will decrease. Okay. Now we are at third point, the potential. You can see from there the potential is related to electric field. So if we are writing here, V is equals to, okay, E into D. Now can we write here? E is what? E naught by K into D. Now it was early what? V was early E naught D. You can see there. It was E naught D. Now it is E naught D by K. A factor is dividing it, and this factor is more than 1. Okay. So obviously the potential will also decrease. Okay. So you can write third point, the potential also decreases. Okay. Write this expression also in support of your statement. Written. Now, what about the capacitance? You know capacitance by the definition of capacitance, what we know? Capacitance is given by C is equals to Q by V. Q will remain constant, you know very well. V has changed. V has changed how much? This is what? This is V naught. Can we write it like this? V naught by K. Okay. So the potential has become V naught by K. So we can put here V naught by K. Okay. So we'll get Q naught by V naught by K. That means what we'll get? K into Q naught by V naught. What is Q naught by V naught? It is C naught. So C is equals to K into C naught. Capacitance has increased or decreased? Just tell me. Yes. That fourth point is that capacitance increases by how much? By K times. It becomes K times. Okay. Capacitance increases and it becomes K times. Okay. Now, it is turned for energy. What change occurs to the energy stored in the capacitor? Let's see that. That is fifth point. When we are talking about the energy, fifth point, we know that energy is what? It is half C square V square. Okay. Half C is how much? It is KC naught. It is CV square, not C square V square, no. So it is C is how much? KC naught. What is V? V is V upon K. Square of this. What you will find? This is half. Okay. Here you will get K square. That square of this K and this K will cancel out. Okay. So we can we write like this? Half K. Okay. C naught V square by K square. And this square and this K cancels out. So what we are left with? We are left with C naught V square by K. So what do you find? Rather, it is not V, it is V naught, no? Because V is V naught by K. Okay? It is V naught because V is V naught by K. So it is V naught, okay? Now what was the initial energy? Half C naught V naught square. So can we write it like this? U naught by K. Okay. Can we write U naught by K? The energy is how much now? U naught by K. That means, fifth point, what you can write? The energy stored in the capacitor also goes down by K times. Okay. Written? All the 5 points. Yes? Okay, some are left. Okay, complete it faster. Okay. Now second case, when the battery remains connected,